We're here today at Newhouse Farm in the West Midlands in a crop of solanaceous trap crops to talk about potato production and its future sustainability. Potatoes are an important crop in the UK, used either fresh as jacket or salad potatoes, or equally in a processed form like crisps and chips, well beloved by many. But farmers face a big problem, in particular a pest that lives in the soil for a long time known as the potato cyst nematode or PCN. And they face big challenges in trying to manage this going forward in a more holistic and non-chemical ways. And that's one of the ways that the DeCyst project is aiming to help farmers and growers going forward.
Potato cyst nematodes, or PCN, are the major pest of the potato crop in the UK. Essentially PCN, it's a nematode. Nematodes are microscopic roundworms. The nematodes survive in the soil as these very, very small cysts that I have in front of me here. The cysts are the old females of the nematodes. These cysts contain up to 500 eggs, and in the presence of potatoes, the eggs can hatch and the juvenile nematodes will then invade the roots. They set up feeding sites which support the development of the later juvenile stages and the adults. And it's this feeding damage that actually incurs all of the damage to the potatoes.
50% of the potato land in Great Britain is infested with potato cyst nematode, and currently the main ways of controlling that are through extending rotations, variety choice, nematicide granules and nemathorin. There are some question marks around the long-standing approval for nemathorin. Thoughts are that within the next few years we might lose it as we've lost previous nematicide granule options. Should that happen, then the impacts on GB potato production will be fairly dramatic in the first few years. Trap crops, like this crop of broadleaf here, these are the most effective ways of reducing PCN numbers, and so these will be a critical part of the grower's armoury in controlling potato cyst nematode in the future.
Trap cropping involves planting a solanaceous plant, a close relative of the potato, and inducing the nematodes to hatch out, but not complete their life cycle. Trap crops, being a slightly more wild type of plant, and not having had the domestication of many other crops, there are a lot of unknowns. We've been investigating a number of factors. This has included drilling method, seed rates, nutrition. But one of the things that we've really come round to is the need for a good herbicide approach. I suppose this project's really given us an opportunity to not only work on DeCyst prickly, but work on DeCyst broadleaf as well, which is another very highly efficacious trap crop.
We had a bad PCN problem on our farm. It's an organic farm, so no nematicides, and we had to try something. So we looked at DeCyst, heard about the project, and we got involved from the beginning. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We had no option, so we had to try, but persevere. Do not rely on 1 year, because there's such a strong chance it will fail in the first year, and that's effectively what happened with us. But year 3 now, we've not cracked it, but we really understand how to do it in a economic way.
Well, the outputs are actually really exciting because we've got some academic outputs. For instance, we're going to be looking to publish our findings, and that's really important because we've done some really robust trials work. But also we're going to look to distill all of this into grower guidelines.
The opportunities for trap crops are huge, but currently the commercial revenue from trap crops is relatively small because of the challenges that exist around establishment and growing of the trap crops. So the funding that we've had from Innovate UK to do this 2-year project has been extremely useful, and without it we wouldn't have been able to do the work that we're doing at the moment.